Alright guys, welcome back. We got war number 5 in Alliance War 27. Main account, I did have one fight that I missed the recording of. It was just a hit monkey on ebb and flow knockdown. We've done that fight in previous wars, so not too exciting. And then I was late joining war this time, so I'm already on the mini of section 2, the kinetic transference footloose node here with Professor X. I went in here with Cosmic Ghost Rider. All I gotta do is, I figure sometimes the most annoying thing is to wait out the time between the, after they throw a special, because of Footloose they get the unblockable and unstoppable. But because it's Professor X, he's gonna stop and do the channeling charges, so it just gives me an opening there anyway. And as long as you can evade his special one, then he's not too bad over here. Just have to make sure that you whiff a hit in order to start the falter timer again once it expires. And after that, it's pretty straightforward here. So sometimes he is going to get like more than one special one in a row, but again, after that special one, he just sits there and does the channeling charges. So I thought that was it wasn't too bad. Next, we're going to move up on path 5, and again this time we've got G2099 of the 5-star variety, Magneto and Cosmic Ghost Rider on the main account. And here it's a Guardian in on the ebb and flow to intercept. And again, I think he's here just because there's the option on like specials for him to auto block and stuff. So it's but he's hashtag metal, so Magneto is going to take this guy down, no problem. Very similar to how I would fight Nova on this node. So again, if I can, parry heavy, build up some prowess charges. So here we go, charge it up. There, I had actually thrown on an indestructible, I think, boost before that Professor X fight in case something was weird on that one. It ended up being totally fine, but I threw it on just in case, and there I got saved by it anyway on that special one. And I think I would have been okay anyway. Maybe I would have taken a few more ticks of damage, but it should have been. It was going to be fine. But there, we've got the bleeds going from the special 3, and he's done. Next, we're going to go on to the junior account. So here we've got our 6-star rank 3 Magneto. We've got a 565 Colossus and a 6-star rank 3 Stealth Spidey. So Colossus is great for this hazard shift Vision Arcus. He can't be armor broken, so you don't have to worry too much. Again, I threw on, I think, an advanced power boost here just to make these ones go a little bit faster. So I only want to hit during the incinerate phase, not during the poison phase, because Colossus is only the incinerate immune. There, I just wanted to get some spacing, so I am taking a few ticks of the poison damage, but I figured I only need him for these 2 fights here, so a little bit of poison damage wasn't going to do too much. Then I've got this Havoc fight here, and again, only want to attack in during the incinerate phase and not during the poison phase. And then I've got the permanent armor up the entire time, so all I have to do is make sure I don't get hit and we're all good. So during the poison phase, I'm just going to back off. If I have a chance to hit into his block, I'll hit into his block, but for the most part, this was fine. I'm just going to play this slow. Now I can attack back in during the incinerate phase. Even if I can get the stun off that special one into a heavy, pick up that fury for a second. Again, not too bad here. Definitely a solid counter to Havoc on hazard shift, and I think I've done this fight previously with Colossus in previous seasons. There are just so many champions and so many combinations these days. I just have to remember who I have, and because I'm running the 2 accounts, I have to work between the 2. Oh, okay, I have the Colossus rank 5 on the junior account, but I only have him you know, maybe rank 4 or 3 on the main account. So I have to figure out which ones kind of work out for each one, and then I set up my paths from there. So I can't. Oh, so this time I couldn't fit Guillotine 2099 on my junior account. It has the 6-star rank 3, and I was looking ahead for the boss. So because I couldn't fit the junior, the 6-star rank 3 from the junior, I brought the 565 from the main account, and we'll see how the 565 does on the 6-star rank 3 APOC boss. That one's a closer than it would have been, definitely, if I would have had the 6-star rank 3. Absolutely would have been an easier fight, that's for sure. All right, next we can skip all the way to section 2. This one, sorry, I was talking along there. We've got the Doom again, Magneto against Doom on Window of Opportunity stun, One Eye Open. So Magneto, great counter for all your hashtag metal needs. Go ahead and I don't have to worry too much about the aura. I don't have to worry too much about the shocks going on me. All I got to do is pretty much make sure I can bait special ones and bait some heavies. So if he does get the shock on me, I just have to be careful that he doesn't hit me with that Doom slap to the face. But for the most part, Magneto shuts him down pretty well, and it's not the fastest fight here. But again, like I've done with some of these Magneto fights in the last couple of wars, you know, sometimes I can't throw, like I've done that stunning reflection one where I couldn't get any power, and I'm just using the raw damage from Magneto and just his ability to shut down these guys' abilities altogether, and that's fine. I got clipped there by a special one, but I barely took any damage. Get some adrenaline healing back up, and we're back in the game here. Throw some special ones here, get some bleed damage going. And he's just about done. Awesome. Next, I brought Stealth Spidey because I have a 6-star rank 3 on the junior account. We'll put the web foam on, and we'll just make quick work of this Window of Opportunity stun, empowered immunity thing. He's here because if you bring a bleed champion to try and keep his rock stacks down with bleeds, then you're going to be giving him a lot of power. So you don't want to use a bleed champion against the empowered immunity thing here. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and put the slow on with Stealth Suit Spidey. Even with putting the slow on, once I saw that I could push him to 15 rock stacks and back off, I did that, beta special one, and then that's fine. I can go back and start making sure I have the slow applied. So there I'm taking advantage definitely of the slow, reapply it. There I can see I can just push him again to 15 rock stacks, back off. I am kind of paying attention to the Window of Opportunity stun timer, but not really. I don't want to accidentally parry him. I'd rather sit there and bait specials, keep applying the slow as needed. So there we applied it perfectly. And I think one more special one to bait, and he'll be done. So very happy with that clean fight. Next, we go back onto path 5. So again, I've got the 565 Guillotine 2099. I see I've got this Immortal Abomination over here. We had this fight previously. Mighty Charge is a little annoying with this one, and M-Flow Intercept. So I do have to get some intercepts off here like I do right there at the start. But again, I'm not doing this fight with the charge. I'm just trying to use this fight actually to get my charge for the APOC boss. So it's just a little bit of a longer fight, and a lot of baiting his special ones. I think at one point I actually end up pushing him to a special 2, and I take a special 2 on the block. It's just going to means another, potion or 2, but when I'm healing up for the boss. But it's not too bad. If I had the charge going into this one, it'd be a lot easier. But I got the intercept off a few times. Really just baiting special ones the entire time. Getting used to baiting a special one in the corner is a little annoying. Have to take a bunch of hits on the block, and then that time I messed it up, but luckily the Digicloak saved my combo there. It was not my cleanest I-bomb fight here. I think at that point I was still trying to block everything, and then at a certain point I'm like, okay, I might have to block a few hits and then evade right at the end, which is fine. There, so I just didn't want to get clipped, so rather take a few ticks of block damage than potentially getting hit and losing the combo here. Now I think I actually do mess this one up if I'm not mistaken, because here I'm up to already 82 hits plus. And I think this fight goes a little bit longer than it should, because I think I do mess up, because I am trying to get these intercepts in, and I think I did get clipped. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure I did lose my combo, and I had to build it back up again just to finish off this fight. Yeah, right there. I tried to dash back out of that special one, got clipped, lost my combo, kind of annoying. The fight would have been done a lot sooner. Instead, I've got to build the combo up again. At least I still have over 2 minutes, and I should be able to, in my head I'm like, okay, I should have more than enough time to finish this one off. Again, I am trying to weave in some intercepts if I can get them, but at the same time, though, I'm just worried about not getting clipped by those specials. There, I get clipped one more time. Not great. Still haven't taken a lot of damage, and luckily didn't lose my combo there. So now we're near the end of the fight. We just need to go ahead and get him to 5% and drop the special 3 to bank the charge for the boss fight. So there we go, got him to 3%, drop the special 3, and this fight is done. Wasn't the cleanest, but we got through it. So there we go, got the charge, and we're ready for the boss fight. Alright, next up, we had this fight a few wars ago. We brought in Cosmic Ghost Rider to take this Mighty Charge, M-Flow Intercept, Killmonger. The deal here is that Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to be putting on the permanent armor break, but because of Mighty Charge, he purifies it. And so ideally, I want to be building up to to special 2s. I think I started with an advanced power boost, thinking I can get to the special 2 quickly, and then ended up shooting right to a special 3, which is fine. I'll take the extra damage. But I just have to keep applying the armor breaks as much as I can, because every time he dashes in, he's going to be purifying them. So the whole idea with putting armor breaks on Killmonger is to avoid the reverberation damage. So I just want to continuously put armor breaks on as much as possible. And then you can see I am taking a little bit of reverb damage, but I am bringing in a 6-star rank 3. I think he's Sig 200 now, the Cosmic Ghost Rider. So I shouldn't be taking too much reverb damage, but again, I am trying to get some armor breaks on if I can. Also trying to keep track of the judgments so that I can quickly build up to those special 2s. There's another one. Doesn't really matter how many armor breaks I put on him. As soon as he does that medium dash in, all those armor breaks disappear. But we get through this one pretty, again, Cosmic Ghost Rider, great counter here. Intercept there with the special one. Get some incinerate damage on him. One more, and that Killmonger goes down nicely. Okay, next, now we have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. And here we're going to do a similar fight that we did against the Dragon Man. We're not going to get a single bit of power. We're just going to rely on the magnetism here. Also, because I'm Magneto, and it's going to come into play because I screw up a little bit again on this fight, I have a permanent armor break on myself because I'm a villain fighting Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now, I'm pretty comfortable baiting and countering Cosmic Ghost Rider's unblockable special one here, but I am at one point anticipating like hitting into his block, and while he had 1 bar of power, I get clipped by the special one to the face. But I do have willpower on the main account here, so I am getting, that's why I'm staying at like 100% even if I take a little hit on the block. But when I get clipped, I'm going to take a bunch of incinerate damage. But between the willpower from that I get back from those incinerates right here, so I'm thinking, oh man, this is not pretty. But I think the willpower is keeping me in it, and then I'm actually going to get clipped right there, and but I still have the armor break, so all I got to do is keep my composure, and I'm actually just going to heal back up for the rest of the fight. So I'm just going to take permanent willpower healing from that armor break that I have on me. And as long as I don't screw that one up again, hopefully I can clutch this one out. So, that's why it's a nice counter here, because again, permanent willpower healing for the entire fight. And so even if I do make that mistake, I can recover from it. And we'll see how much we can finish this fight with. I don't think I need Magneto for anything else, but it is nice to know that you can just get the free willpower healing. And it's just, again, just hit into his block, bait special ones, bait some heavies if you have to. And yeah, I'm just relying purely on the damage. Now, I think similar to the previous fight, I think there was a parry there on his parrying his special one. Now, I don't think in general that would cause a stun anyway, but there was no like stun reflection or anything. I don't know if that happens again in this fight, but I think I did see the parry did show up. I think it was on the special one, which I don't think would have affected the node normally, but yeah, magnetism is just dominates these Alliance War opponents. So again, a little bit of a long fight, but I'm pretty happy with the way this one ended up with. You can see I was down to like 20 or 30%, and we're already back up to 62%. Oh, I got clipped again, but again, not worried about it because I've got the willpower healing. I think that's one of the downsides of these of this type of fight is that I can clear it, but it's long. And the longer the fight is, the more chances you have of screwing it up. Similar to these Summer of Pain fights. They're such long fights that even if you have a great counter and you know exactly what you want to do, if you flinch for 1 second or the AI switches for 1 second, then that kind of ends your round early. Okay, then we're going to go Cosmic Ghost Rider. Our friends are going to put the guidance boost on with their white Magnetos, and we're going to go ahead and take on this Hit Monkey with Spry and Limber and all that good stuff, brute force. But I don't have to worry about it too much because I can parry infinitely with the passive stun, and then he can't shrug off my passive stun. So I'm really not too worried about this Hit Monkey at all. I probably should have done the parry heavy before into that special too, but that's fine. Again, he can't shrug off the passive stun. Let's just bait his special one, attack in afterwards. again, not worried at all about this hit monkey. Definitely getting the White Magneto pre-fight and using a hashtag metal or hashtag hero champion is the way to go. We're going to drop that special 3 on him, and this fight will almost be over. All right, a few more combos here. But again, nothing really to worry about this one at all. Now, like I said at the beginning, I'm using the 565 G2099 instead of the 6-star rank 3, and this is like a 6-star rank 3 duped Apocalypse boss. I'm still not perfect at evading his special 1 or his special 2, so I am going to take a bunch of damage on the block. I'm not the best APOC fighter, but this is like our 3rd time taking the APOC boss in a war this season, and our 5th boss in 5 wars overall. And I think we still do a good enough job here. So I can see right away, I did put on, if you can see, I put on a combat, I healed up and I put on a combat regen boost so that I can try and mitigate some of that block damage at the beginning, which works out nicely. I do keep my 2 pre-fights on as usual so that I can get the max amount of healing when I drop to 15%. I just have to make sure that he doesn't kill me and I get to that 15%. And that's kind of always a problem with such a beefy Apocalypse. And I think up until now I haven't even needed the regen this season with the 6-star rank 3. I've been able to beat him before he even gets there. But I had a feeling with this one that this was not going to be, this wasn't going to be as easy a fight, and it came down to the wire. So nice evade on the end of that special 2. I am going to use my special ones a lot through this fight to try and keep his power down as much as possible. So you can see there, it was good. I got the block to push me to 15% so I can maximize my regen back all the way up to 47. So you can see how much damage I'm taking on that special one. I can see that I can't take, maybe I can take 1 more of those, but I'm not going to have much left in the tank after that. Especially after that chip damage right there. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to have left. I'm just spamming these special ones, trying to keep his power down. Now I'm trying to see if I can bait out a heavy there. I get the heavy bait. I go in. And, okay, can I survive this one last special one? 1% left, and we clutch it out. So, good luck, guys. We'll see you in the next war.